Okay, let's take a look at the erosion of Italy. Zoom in here. This is my favorite spot. These marine terraces right here are so incredible because they are so massive and distinct. A lot of marine terraces have steps a tenth of this size, but these steps are massive, indicating a massive recession. And what's interesting about this is it seems to be right next to a place where the water flowed through and then out this way. And that's why you get this double escarpment here. So if you look at it like this, this is where the water went through here. And then also this part of the foot of Italy, water went through right here. That's why this is shaped like an escarpment and why a marine canyon is connected with it. Comes through here. Now what separates mainland Italy from Sicily is you've got this channel, which is very narrow here and then expands afterwards. It's an expansion bar. Okay, so this was clearly carved by the water current, the ocean, Mediterranean. But while we're on the topic of marine terraces, it's got some really nice marine terraces. Here you can see one terrace, or the cliff edge here, the terrace way up here, and then this isn't quite terraced yet. This is a very distinct terrace here. And then you can go over here where we're almost to Sicily, and this is a nice terrace. So that was carved flat by an ocean current. And if you go over here, this little peninsula has a lot of information on it. You can find this being a terrace, or this being a cliff edge, and then this a cliff edge. So we get 1 terrace, 2, 3, right here on this landscape. And then right next to it, we get a landscape that is completely beveled. Right? This is a beveled landscape. So look at all of these perfectly circular scours into this landscape. Now, this is exactly what Washington looks like, the Washington Scablands. This is a Scabland area. Okay, I'm going to show you Washington in a second. But just get a mental picture of this and these circular scours. Turn my brightness up actually so you can see it a little better. These pits here. Okay, now this is the exact same thing, but this is the Washington Scablands. And this was supposedly a massive, ice, meltwater lake, just drained in like 1 week, catastrophic water. But no one's ever saying that there's catastrophic water in Italy, because there's not going to be any ice dam breaking here. It's, if anything would erode this area with water, that'd be the ocean. So that's why that goes unnoticed, right? But this is exactly what we find in Washington. These is the exact same. Now we can go also to another place that has this feature very well. This is Indonesia. Okay, look for this little mountain pass here. This is where the river cuts through the range. Then you go to this spot right here. Boom. Look at this. Perfectly beveled. So again, no ice dam failure up here in the mountains of Indonesia. That's just not in the cards. And also, there's a really cool feature up here. See if I can grab it. Oh yeah, right here. Here you've got a line of 3 scours in a row. 1, 2, 3. That's a common feature. We find it all over the world. It's common to find scours that line up like this. So even though these are massive, and this is, over 1,000 feet across, this must be a scour, given the landscape. And I'll also I'll also show you I can find the exact same thing in Washington and Hawaii and all over the world. But I'll do that in another video completely. But I will show you one in Washington that does, or one actually in Oregon that looks just like it. If we go, this is where the Deschutes meets the Columbia. Right here we get a nice triple terrace, or actually you count 4 terraces, 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you go to this location, right here, you get 3 scours right in a row, just like we find in Indo. So there you have it. And this is also, an incredibly scoured out landscape full of these scours, just like Italy as well. All right, let's go back to Italy, the topic of the evening. So we're back in Italy. And actually, let's just go over here real quick just to get an idea of more of the landscape. This is a different country, but same thing, right? All this is scoured out. This is, look at this here. All right, let's go back to Italy. So we've got the foot. Why does the foot have, why is there a high heel here? So how did all this land get taken out? Well, the easy way to understand that is when you find massive features, they have to do always partially with plate tectonics and where the mountain range happened to grow and things like that. So to some degree, that's what formed this. But we can also look at it as this being a straight scarp edge, indicating a water current coming through here, and this being a marine canyon, all in line with that. So that gives us a direction of water coming through here. Now, of course, a decent part of the shape is this double escarpment here that came from this river valley that cut through here. And then we've got this spot here, which it's a very clear one here. And right on this edge here is also a marine terrace. Here we can see a double cliff, double terrace feature here. Very large and distinct. It continues. All right, here's a nice marine canyon, or marine terrace. So yeah, there's a lot of good terraces in Italy, and that's why I think Italy is one of the, I think Italy is a great spot, especially for studying marine terraces. And then let's look at how the water could have crossed through here. We see pretty wide canyon. And then it continues right through here, and goes out. And then you can see the marine canyon kind of disappear, but it's there. Yeah, so that's Italy. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Anything you want me to check out, leave a comment. I might just check it out if I get time for it. Thank you very much, and have a good day.